Hello everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at this Dell Latitude 120L. This particular laptop shipped on December 31st of 2006. It came with Windows XP Professional pre-installed in the machine, and that is what it still has on it to this very day. However, some upgrades have been done to the machine, and we'll go over those as we go over the specs right now. Inside, it has the Intel Pentium M processor running at 1.73 GHz. That is a single-core processor. For the screen, we have a 14-inch widescreen display with a resolution of 1280 by 800. Running that display is the Intel 915GM graphics with 128 megabytes of video memory. Now, if I remember correctly, this machine has 1 gigabyte of DDR2 RAM inside. I may have upgraded that. I cannot remember, but we'll go ahead and see when we turn this machine on. It also has an upgraded hard drive. I don't remember what the original size was, but it now has a 160 gigabyte hard drive inside. This machine does not have SATA, so you won't be able to get an SSD in there. It actually uses the old IDE interface. So, let's go ahead and take a look around. On the front of the machine, we will find some status lights in the left-hand side. We have the power indicator for when the machine is on. We have the hard drive indicator light, a network light in addition to the charging indicator as well. Directly below that, in the left-hand corner and right-hand corner, we have our stereo speakers. And in the center, we have our latch for opening the display. On the right-hand side of the machine, we will find not much other than the DVD drive and the Kensington lock port. On the left-hand side of the machine, working from left to right, we have a modem, Ethernet, VGA video out, 3 USB 2.0 ports, audio in and audio out, in addition to an expansion card slot. On the back of the machine, we will find the port for charging the computer, in addition to ventilation for the CPU and components inside. Opening the machine up, we will find a 14-inch widescreen display. I believe this machine also came in different size display options, this one being the 14-inch version. As you may notice at the top, we do not have a camera here, and at the bottom we have the Dell logo. Moving our way down, we will find the power button and some more indicator lights. Below that, we will find our keyboard, and below that, we will find our small but usable trackpad. On the bottom of the machine, we will find our removable battery in the upper left-hand corner. The battery in this machine has been replaced a couple times, and it's still not the best. I'm guessing all the aftermarket batteries really aren't the best quality, obviously. Anyway, directly below that, we have the area for our hard drive. We have RAM under this door here, and our wireless card under this door as well. Of course, on the bottom of the machine, we also have our product key and other information. So, let's go ahead and turn this thing on. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this thing on. Here we go. I'll try to line up the screen here while it is loading. I can't remember what the beeps mean. I set it up to do that, but I can't remember what I did it for. I can use my fingers here to see if the screen is in line. Ah, good old Windows XP. This machine is really quiet. Haven't heard that sound in a long time. So if you see the checkerboarding pattern there on the screen, that's not really there in real life. That's just camera's picking that up. Be prepared for an insanely slow experience. So it's not really Windows XP's fault, that's just how this machine is. It is incredibly slow. Maybe it'll be nice and fast for me today. I guess we'll find out. I do miss Windows XP. It was a good operating system. Okay, so I do believe we are connected with everything here with the least amount of checkerboarding on the screen. And it looks like we are connected to the internet, because that is a problem on this machine. For some reason, it always has a problem connecting to the Wi-Fi. It does have a Wi-Fi card inside, but it just always has a problem for some reason. So anyway, we got our trackpad here. Let's go ahead and go down to Start. We'll go to Properties here. We can see we have Windows XP Professional, Service Pack 3. We can see the Pentium M processor, and we have 2 gigabytes of memory. I can't remember if earlier in the video I said if we had 1 gig. I think it originally had 1 gig, but obviously here now I must have upgraded it to 2. And it definitely has helped out this machine a lot. So there's the specs of the machine. Let's go ahead and we'll open up Firefox here. It might take a little while. Firefox for XP and Vista are currently on the ESR release, which is the Extended Support release. It means that it's not really the up-to-date version, but it will be supported for a little while longer, which is nice. Like I said, be prepared for an insanely, slow experience. I don't even know if it's doing anything. It's so quiet. Hard drive light is blinking. Probably as soon as I click on it again, it'll come up, and then there'll be 2 windows, because that always happens. This is why I record these things with a camera here on the outside instead of screen capture software or something like that, is because I want to give you the most authentic experience of this machine as possible. If you're interested in it or anything about it, you can see how it actually runs with the software it was designed for. So anyway, here we have Firefox, finally. We'll go ahead and take a look at it. Hopefully it won't want to update, because that'll just take extra time. It is updating. Well, anyway, I believe it's going to update to 52.3 or something like that. But there is Firefox on the ESR release. Very nice. We can go ahead and go to the lighting sites here. Fan is now kicking up. Of course, this is a single core processor, and I didn't even notice that there were 2 of these down here. I should have known. So here we are. And that's just on that page. I like the gallery. Gotta look at the pictures. The pictures, not the pictures. Anyway, believe it or not, once it's up and running, it does just fine. We can see it loads all these pictures absolutely well. Last time I tried, I could do YouTube on here, believe it or not. Okay, I thought I was typing. So here's YouTube. We'll see if it can play the ad or not. But we can definitely scroll here and this thing's going to come up and tell us all this kind of stuff. I do like Avast. They do a good job, but sometimes those pop-ups get a little annoying. Fan's really revving up now. Where did the thing go? There it is. Anyway, we can see that this all loads just fine. And we'll come back up here. We can see the ad loads fine too. So that's a little example of how well YouTube will work on this machine. It will run, believe it or not, but it'll take a little time. Of course, you probably would want to play your video in low quality, maybe 360 or 480p. It definitely will not do HD, but believe it or not, it'll still do it. So, with YouTube, I mean, it will still do Facebook, believe it or not. You can still do things on Windows XP. Of course, it doesn't receive updates anymore. It hasn't in a long time. But you can do a little patch, and it'll update to, it'll keep getting updates until 2019 with the, what is it? Windows POS Ready Point of Sale is what that stands for. 2009, which is based off of XP. And you can put that in there and it'll receive updates from that, and that'll work really well. Of course, there is also a Service Pack 4 that is not official, but it's floating around that also does that and some other things. But I don't do that, I just do the little update thing, and yeah, works great. It is nice to go back and use XP every once in a while. It was a great operating system. We'll go ahead and open Word here. Office obviously works on this machine. This is the oldest OS that Office 2010 will work on. Any version after that, and it won't work on XP. And here we are. Of course, we have the same type of stuff that you would have if you had the 2016 version, except it's just a little older, has a little bit of a different design, but all the ribbons are there and everything's in the pretty much the same spot. So all the Office 2010 stuff works just fine on this machine as well. Don't plan on doing any gaming on this at all, except for the games that it came with, like Pinball and Minesweeper. Those will run just fine, but unless you have a really old game that was designed for XP and old hardware like this, certainly, that'll work absolutely fine. But of course, games of today won't work on here at all. Don't even try Minecraft, it won't do a darn thing. I think Word is closing, I don't know. It got rid of our document. You know what, I'll click it 100 times. Because that's what everybody does, right? Oh, it's not responding. What a surprise. It actually is a surprise. I haven't had a problem here in a while. Whoa, look at all the end programs. Well, you know what? That's what I get, I guess, for clicking it 100 times, you know? You get what you deserve, which is hitting a bunch of these. Get rid of them. I could hit cancel, but why not just hit end now? It's already asking me. That one went away. Oh, look, it's flashing. Oh, now it's really thinking. It's not too happy with me. Anyway, something's going on with Word here. See if we can, there, we'll just minimize it, get it out of the way. Because we're pretty much done taking a look at this machine. It does everything that you need. Oh yeah, that's another nice thing. You can run older applications, such as Photoshop CS2. That runs just fine on this machine. It was designed for this type of hardware and software. So yeah, older applications will work fantastic, obviously. And yeah, not a problem with any of this other stuff. So it looks like Word finally closed out. Anyway, this is a fantastic older machine, and it is fun to come back and use it every once in a while. We'll go ahead and shut it down here. I always remember, and if you leave it on this for too long, the background goes black and white. So we'll turn it off, hear the sound. What a great operating system. I do wish it was still usable today. Well, it is. It is still usable, but I mean, it's not, as secure as it once was. Anyway, I really do hope you enjoyed this video of this Dell Latitude 120L. Also, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.